Hi, this video is part of my A7C menu series, and in this video it's all about how to send photos from your camera to your smartphone. If you've missed the previous videos, I'm gonna link to you the playlist of the series up here. Also from now on, I'll just say Sony menu or just menu instead of Sony A7C menu. First of all, let's reset the connection to avoid any errors showing up. I just had this today before recording this video. I was like, okay, I'll just quickly set it up once again myself, and then I had an error and I resetted everything and then it went just fine. So we reset everything first and then we set up the connection. So on the camera, we can reset the camera connection when we enter the menu and go into the third tab. And in there, the lowest item are the Wi-Fi settings, and we hit enter on them. And the lowest item again, I guess, is called SSID/PV reset. And that's the item that we are hitting again. And then we confirm that we wanna reset this setting. On our phone, we need an app in order to be able to send photos from our camera to our smartphone. So if you haven't downloaded the app yet or haven't installed it, it's the Imaging Edge mobile app. So yeah, if you've just downloaded the app, then you won't have anything to reset. In the Imaging Edge mobile app, in the top right corner, we have the settings, and in there we can find a camera list. And in this camera list are listed all the cameras that have already been connected with your phone. Yeah, for example, me here, you see that I've already connected my A7C. And now if I swipe this camera to the left, I can delete it. And so my app settings or connection settings are resetted. And now in the camera, you maybe need to press menu a few times to exit the Wi-Fi settings, but when you're again in the third tab, just in the default network 1 page, you can hit send to smartphone function, enter that item, and in there we have a very similar item, and that's called send to smartphone, and we hit that item again. Now if we choose select on this device, so the camera, we get 3 different options, and we have this image, all with the state and multiple images. With the option this image, you can send the photo that you've looked at last with your playback button. Now that we have chosen this image, a QR code appears on the LCD of our camera. And so we enter the app on our phone, the Imaging Edge app. But first we need to set up the connection on the side of our smartphone before we can actually then scan the QR code. You might have the option of different camera models, and the A7C isn't listed there, so I hit other model. Then after that, just hit plus camera connection / registration. So the first thing to do is to hit the plus camera connection / registration. Now the next step on the app will get a screen where we can select a button that's a scan QR code. And now you can finally scan the QR code from the LCD of your camera. And now you'll get a pop-up message about file sizes. You can read it for yourself. I just hit enter because it tells you that you can copy videos and that RAWs will be transformed into a HEIF. And yes, JPEGs stay the same and the file size is 2 megabytes. And when you've hit OK on that one as well, you'll see the photo that you've looked at last in the playback on your camera. It appears on your phone and there's a bar below, like a loading bar, and you'll see how this photo is gonna get copied to your phone or sent to your phone. A little side note to something I mentioned before about the file size of the files, photos or videos you're importing. You can change them in the top right corner in the app. You hit settings and then the top item is image size for importing. And I use 2 megabytes. I put a lot of effort and work into this video, so if you're liking it, leave a like or a comment below. That would be truly appreciated. And also on the creating side, I just edited a clip of a fawn or 2 fawns that are hiding in grass. It's been quite a while since I've captured them, and it was, I don't know, 2-3 months ago. I really like it. It was so cute to observe them. Now let's head back to the topic of this video. So the second option in the send to smartphone category when we select the photos on our camera is with the state. And that means that all the photos that have the same record date, like this last photo you've looked at, will be sent to your smartphone. And since we've already set up the connection before, we can just hit the start button inside the imaging app on our phone. And if you're using this or setting up this connection as the first connection, you need to go through the process we made before. And now we have a look at the third option, and that's called multiple images. And in here, if we select this one, you get straight into a selection mode, and where you can select the photos that you want to send to your phone. To select a photo, you just press the center button of the control wheel, and to navigate through the different photos, just as usual, press the left and right button on your control wheel. And at the end, you can confirm your selection with the menu button and then choose enter. And then you'll get again the QR code on the LCD screen on your camera and hit sort in the app, and you'll get the photos transferred. If you're looking at your photos with the playback, then you can just press the FN button, and then you'll directly get the different selection types we've just looked at. So this image with this date and multiple images to send these photos directly to your phone if you'd like to. And that's just great, right? Now, if you haven't this function applied to this button, to this FN button, then you can do so. I'll link you my custom buttons video up here, and in there you'll find it. All right, and now let's have a look at the option select on smartphone, which I personally prefer. I find it easier and more intuitive to use. The first thing we need to do in order to be able to select the photos on our smartphone is to choose select on smartphone instead of select on this device. And now we can go inside the Imaging Edge app on our phone and hit the start button on the right side of our camera. And now once again, we get these different pop-up messages. And once we've confirmed them all and also joined the Wi-Fi of our camera, we get the folders with all the files, so photos and videos we have on our camera. And it's very intuitive. You can just tap on the photos and videos you'd like to copy to your smartphone. And when you're finished with your selection, you can go to the bottom of the page on your smartphone and hit the transmit icon. And then your selection will be copied or sent to your smartphone. When are you going to use this function, or have you already used it and like to share your experience with it? Write it down below in the comments. Like that we can learn from one another, and that would be absolutely great. Thanks a lot for your comment. Now, if you're watching this video series, the next video is going to be the one about how to control your camera with your smartphone, so the control with smartphone function. And I'm gonna produce and upload that video next. Now you know how it works, so like, subscribe and hit the bell if you want to support me, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for sticking around. Bye!